Child's Play. It came back this year.
Yes. Well, you know what? When they say to like movie stars, "Oh, you're making a comeback," like what's your name? What's that movie? Oh, like Sunset Boulevard. She's like, "Oh, I never went away," and Chucky never really went away. I mean, we've made 7 Chucky movies. I made 4. Don Mancini wrote every Chucky movie from the beginning of time. They just decided to do a reboot of the Chucky movie. So it sort of is. It's really strange because the new Chucky is, was a really great film, but it's sort of like that movie Us. Like there's something that looks like Chucky and sounds, but is kind of not Chucky. So it's like where you go down the hall of mirrors and you meet yourself coming like in a horror film and you're like, that looks like me, but it's not me. So it's been a very interesting year, but yes.
You could argue that the energy that kind of stepped on the original Child's Play to make this reboot kind of bit it in its butt a little bit when they look at the box office. So you want to see the Don Mancini come back, the original Chucky crew come back, and you as well.
It got great reviews, but it got great reviews. I think it was actually good for the whole Chucky franchise because it renewed interest. The fans loved both movies, but it is true. Then people were sort of like, it's kind of like New Coke and Coke Classic. Then people are like, well, the new Coke's good, but we want to see Coke Classic again. So we're doing a Chucky television series. Don's writing it. And it's going to be really interesting because he gets to explore a lot of the aspects of Chucky that weren't covered in some of the recent movies. And he can go backwards and forwards in time. I'm not saying that's what he's going to do. I'm helping him write it by saying, hey, Don, make sure there's a part in it for me. Yes.
What is it about the Chucky franchise that has kept you for so long intrigued, interested, and wanting to come back to it?
Don. Don wrote all the Chucky movies. I'm saying, Don, say something. Right?
Oh, I thought you were like, the reason she came back is because she likes me so much.
I do.
Because I'm so nice and such a good director and writer. Yeah, well, we do enjoy working together. We've known each other for 20-some years now.
Is she your muse, you would say?
She is my muse.
I think the thing is that Don loves the horror genre. And what he writes from a fan's perspective, when he's writing, he never says, I'm going to do a revamp of what before. Like sometimes people are like, oh, let's have Chucky at this environment, or let's have Chucky kill like another teenage girl. He's always like, what would I want to see? And there's an ongoing story, so it's like a soap opera, like about 20 years ago, Chucky got married, and then he had a kid, and so there's always something new in the Chucky franchise. So people never get bored because it's never what came before, and he always has an eye to the fans. Like the last movie that he did, he brought back the one who played the little boy in Child's Play, and now he's like this 40-year-old bearded vigilante, and understandably bitter about what he went through when he was a child. And he brought back Christina Lee, who was also in the early Child's Play movie. So he does it for the fans. Don loves the Chucky movies possibly more than anybody else, but the Chucky has it.
Understandably.
But Chucky has an insane fan base. I mean, all over the world. I never thought that that's what I would be famous for, but it's my fault I did 4 of them, so everywhere I go, I step off the plane in countries I didn't even know existed, and they know one word, and it's Chucky. They scream, Chucky! Chucky! And then they run over and hug me, so it speaks to people.
It does. There's a rabid fan base amongst our horror pundits here at Collider, so we love Child's Play. Thank you, Jennifer. Thanks so much. So great. Thank you, Don. Continued success on the TV series, man.